The Caribbean is bounded on its sides, as you would think, because they're islands, by water bodies. So we have the Caribbean Sea on essentially its southern and western side, the Gulf of Mexico on its northern and western side, and the vast Atlantic Ocean on its eastern side. Of course, we do have South America here, and of course North America up there. But let's go through each of the individual subregions of the island countries that comprise the Caribbean. So we first off have what we call the Lesser Antilles. That's Antilles. That's a T, not a D. Antilles, the Lesser Antilles. And we also have the Leeward Islands of the Lesser Antilles, and these are the ones over here just on the northern side of South America. They include Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire is the name of that island. We have the island of Margarita. We also have these other islands, Barbados, Grenada, the Grenadines, Martinique, Dominica, Guadeloupe, yada, yada, yada. And the Lesser Antilles end all the way up here until we get to the British and U.S. Virgin Islands. And so it's another thing you're going to note is a lot of these islands are owned by a different country, or essentially the part of their territory part of a different country. These are the Windward Islands of the Lesser Antilles. Essentially here from Dominica all the way down to the island of Trinidad, and it's part of a country called Trinidad and Tobago, and they always beat the United States in soccer, men's soccer. Then we've got the Greater Antilles. This is just only 6 countries, but these are bigger islands, as the name Greater would insinuate. And that begins with Puerto Rico, which is a part of the United States. Then we have the island of Hispaniola, which has 2 countries that essentially separate it. We have on one side the Dominican Republic, and then on the other side the country of Haiti. Then we have Jamaica, which is its own country but has strong connections to the British. We have our 5th country, Cuba, which is obviously the biggest island of the Caribbean. And then we also have the Cayman Islands, which are very small islands, but we go ahead and we lump them in with the Greater Antilles. Now, not a part of the Greater Antilles is the Bahamas. So the Bahamas, also part of the Caribbean, is not technically part of the Greater Antilles. Essentially, the physical geography is how it formed is different than that of the Greater Antilles. Finally, we have Bermuda. What do we do with Bermuda? I don't know. I guess we could conclude it with the Caribbean, although it is essentially separated way up there in the middle of nowhere. So here is the Caribbean and the subregions found within.